Welcome to Unity Center for Spiritual Growth's Midday Faith Lift. I'm Barbara Kowalska, and I am very happy to be here with you. Very happy to be continuing this practice of self-realization, self-awareness expansion. Our conscious minds know a fraction of what the fullness of us really is. Our conscious minds have been programmed by education, spiritual training, family life, workplace, education. And much of what we have learned has served us. At the same time, much of what we have learned has limited us, has created a barrier between that realization, that awareness of the fullness of us, and this imagined personality, life that we have. Not that it's not real, not that the joys and the pains aren't felt, but that we are consciously, and again, this is not about changing the truth of us. This is about changing our awareness of the truth of us. So consciously, our experience of ourselves is limited. So consciously, we do not experience the fullness of who we are at all times. And at the same time, each one of us has had a longing for more than what we are experiencing, for more than what we are feeling, for more than what we are letting ourselves be. And that is why we come together and support each other in stopping everything and simply giving ourselves the space to be, to expand our conscious awareness of what we are, of who we are. Many of us call this universal presence, God, Spirit. It's hard to find words that can frame the magnificence, the infinite potential of the truth of us. When we stop everything and we sit, we don't really need words. We just hold the intention of openness to learning more. We hold the intention of accepting and expressing as we learn about ourselves, as we accept the truth of us. We have been so conditioned to think we are small and less than. And the only one who can free us from these false beliefs is our own self. We get supported and catalyzed by ideas, and yet they don't really serve us until we sit and we allow ourselves to be, till we let them integrate into our knowing, our conscious knowing. So let's do our practice together. Let's hold the knowing for ourselves and each other that we are growing our conscious awareness of the eternal truth of us, growing in the acceptance of the magnificence that we are. And so I invite each one of us to let our eyes gently close and begin to watch the breath. As the breath rises and falls, our practice has conditioned our bodies to begin to relax as we watch our breath. We can feel the tension opening in our necks, in our shoulders, in our solar plexus, in our forehead. Wherever the tension is, simply by relaxing into the breath, it loosens, it flows, it releases. As we sit and watch the breath, we feel into the spaciousness of the breath and into the spaciousness of our own being. On a real, palpable level, we are 99.99% space. We are a beautiful compendium of dancing atomic particles. Even as we sit still, we are dynamic. In this very real sense. And even as we sit, we can let ourselves be aware of how that 99.99% space is the purest expression of the presence, the magnificence, the fullness, the wholeness, the wonder that we are. Just because we haven't been giving it any attention doesn't mean it's not there. It is here. It is now. As we are willing, it is willing. to let that veil of separation drop away. All that space that we are. Let us go into the stillness of our own being and let it soothe us, comfort us, inspire us, teach us whatever is the next awareness in our conscious acceptance of the truth of our being. We go into the silence ready and willing, open and receptive. In the silence, we relax and let ourselves be. And gently now, before we open our eyes, let us truly give thanks. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, let us give thanks for our beingness, for this miracle of life that we are, and for this opportunity to embody spirit on earth, to bless with who we are by acting from the love that we are, by thinking from the love that we are, by seeing from the love that we are. So as we open our eyes, the love that we are beholds the world in which we live, beholds the environment that we have brought together to support us in our growth, our comfortable home, the beautiful sunlight, the air we breathe. We are learning how to behold from this place. And we are learning to connect the dots every time we respond in a loving way, every time we listen with compassion, every time we withhold judgment. We are living from the truth of us. And it is time for us to really claim that experience, claim that awareness. Our conscious mind is in the process of accepting, and yet all our lives, every loving act has been an expression of the truth of us. Every kind action, every friendship, every experience of creativity, all coming, springing forth from the truth of us. So we are just letting our minds catch up with what we have always been. Thank you. Thank you for being you and for bringing you into the world. We are each a blessing. And as we behold others as blessings, that awareness can initiate change. So go into your world and love. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.